Hey everybody, this is Alan with Rolling Through History. We wanted to show you today a quick little rundown of everything that's in the box and a little bit of how you're going to use it. The first thing that we have is our game book. So this is the rules, and this is also going to carry all of your player characters. So when the game starts, each one of your players is going to pick one of these. The quick rundown of the actual sheet itself, you got your character, you have his name, so this is a lawman. You have everybody in the game, whether it's a good guy, bad guy, animal, whatever it is, going to have 6 health points. You have a list of things that the player needs to do each day to keep the game running. They're going to have a select set of skills here, and those can be used as a modifier. So if they need to roll a check for something, they can add that in. You're going to have your inventory. Everybody's going to start with an axle and a wagon wheel. Then you have your progress tracker. So every day that they travel, you need to add that day into your progress. You're trying to get to about 150 days to complete the game. And then you're going to have your food tracker over here. And everybody starts with 45 days worth of food. If they go hunt, fish, or gather, they're going to add whatever they caught or shot that day into that food tracker. And every day they need to subtract one of those days worth of food. And if we jump to the back here real quick, we have a nice little section. As you go through your progress tracker, it'll tell you when to read off each one of these, and it'll be color coded. Whenever you hit it, you read that to your kids, and that'll teach them about that specific place. So here we have Fort Bridger and the Green River. They'll just go through and they'll read it to your kids, and that's how they're going to kind of get their history lesson in. We have a nice map of the Oregon Trail here. And then if I flip through this a little bit here, we have our rules. And pretty much everything that they're going to need, it will explain all of it right through. Then this is going to be their calendar. So it's separate from their progress tracker. They're going to mark off one day no matter how far they travel on this. And then there is your progress tracker. And you'll put a slash or an X, and you can see each one of these tells you when you're going to need to read about a specific thing. So that's the book, and we'll get into more detail on that with a few more of our tutorials here. You have your dice at the beginning of the game. Everybody gets a set of dice, including the narrator. He or she is going to need one of these in order to keep the game running and play as the opposition to your players. The other thing that we're going to have are these player tokens here. They're just little people. And every one of your players is going to need them. Your narrator doesn't need them. And then we have our tokens for our enemies, animals, whatever we need to use on our game board, which is over here. The nice thing about this, and the nice thing about what's in our book, and I'll show you that here in a second, is it is dry erase. So whenever you need to set up the map, we can draw a real crude wagon there, and maybe a little campfire if it's at night. And then you can take your people. I usually let my players just kind of decide where they're at on the map, and generally just make sure that it makes sense to it. They're not trying to get an advantage, if it makes sense in the story. Then you can throw your little tokens out here to show what it is. So like if they're getting attacked by bandits or something like that, you can actually write on these too with a B or a 1 or whatever you want to do to kind of distinguish who's who on the map. And then back to our book over here right quick. On their progress trackers, this whole thing, we decided to go with the 3-ring binder so that whenever you're done with it, you can actually move everything around how you like it. So if you realize that you're using more of, or you want the progress tracker in the front with the calendar and all that, you can kind of move it around to adjust how you like it. And then this is also dry erase. So if they have food here, we can go, 11 days worth of food. And then whenever they need to fix it, take your paper towel, wipe it off, and replace it. So that's kind of a breakdown of what you're going to get in the box. We hope that you really love this game. We worked a long time on it. My kids love it. Everybody that I've kind of let play it has really enjoyed it as well. We hope you do, whether you're a club, it's for your family, you're homeschooling with it. This is a great tool for homeschool. It teaches your kids to critically think. It teaches them how to kind of solve problems. It's also going to teach them some math skills if they're younger, little simple addition and subtraction there. And then, of course, it's going to teach them about the Oregon Trail and the hardness of it and just what they had to go through to get to the West. We really hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you in the next tutorial. And thank you so much for buying the game.